month where PS5 sells over 20 million, yet the Xbox still outsells it again in Japan. TV gets Game Pass. Sony's new subscription service comes out to fanfare from those previously complaining subs were killing gaming. And Sony fans around the world all got angry at Xbox for keeping an announcement to themselves for 48 hours on Persona games that had been exclusive to PlayStation for decades. But the big news of the month was Kojima working with Xbox. Here is Mouse with Storytime.
Come here, little mouse. Let me tell you a story that starts all the way back in June 2021. In those days, Microsoft had a conference that showed all the up-and-coming exciting games that Xbox fans could forever look forward to. And all their dedicated fan channels proudly beat their chest, proclaiming that in 2022 Xbox would be unstoppable. Meanwhile, Sony had gone quiet and the PlayStation faithful began to lose their minds. Something had to give, and an idea was placed. On their tinfoil hats and with heroic determination started spreading the word. Abandoned, a game revealed just a month earlier, was really a Silent Hill game made by Kojima himself. It wasn't long till the sole developer of Abandoned and Mr. Blue Box Studio slithered out the shadows, taking full advantage of those fragile minds and feeding the conspiracy further.
They had to publicly come out and say, we're not affiliated with Kojima. And people believe them? You believe that. You believe that. Why do you think they wouldn't prepare for that? How many times can Kojima make a fake studio with a fake name? Only so many times. So each time you gotta up it. You gotta make it more convincing. You have to do it. You're saying the Blue Box YouTube channel banner. Yes, I don't have it up right now, but do you know what the channel banner is? Can anybody guess? You know what it is. It's Hills. It's Hills.
It's quite a rabbit hole. It's really fascinating. I got to say, like Jason Schreier earlier today said, yeah, I'm 100% convinced it's Kojima. And then a couple of hours later, he goes, all right, it's probably not. But still, this is amazing.
But there was a spanner in the works, and Mr. Jeff Grubb, what did he do? Proudly displaying his ample chest, he claimed Kojima was secretly working with none other than Xbox. Oh my god.
But surely you see this tweet. Surely we can all agree here. We can all agree that them tweeting this out is damaging to their studio, to their game, and most importantly, to their partner, that being Sony, if this is just a troll tweet. You do not tease Silent Hill. You do not tease Silent Hill when it's been rumored for years. I don't care if it's a troll. This, I'm telling you now, Sony wouldn't allow this.
The Sony faithful bit their quivering bottom lips and doubled down. Abandoned was Kojima. They gathered in circles, chant and cast spells against Grubb. For sure he was a liar. Is he dead? A part of him was dead, but only his dignity.
Okay, I got to do this quick because if Steve Ballmer sees me do this, they're gonna stop paying me the big bucks. So, but you know what? I just want to prove that that I can be unbiased. So here I go. This is in response to all those pictures of me holding an Xbox and smiling. Oh, it tastes good.
Months and months go by, and little cracks start to show. There was more rumours that Kojima was working on a cloud-based horror game. And the Sony faithful start to accept the possibility that Kojima is working on 2 games. And Xbox gets the crappy cloud-based one that no one will be able to play.
Kojima Productions, their next game, may end up being published by Microsoft, which is something that frankly would be very disappointing to me, only because to me it seems like when it comes to Kojima, you know, looking at the relationship he's had with Sony over the years, you just assume that his next game is going to come to PlayStation, right?
Then a twist. Walking Sim Bloober team is rumoured to be working on a Silent Hill. Now bear in mind, PlayStation fans hated Bloober Team's last game because it came to Xbox first. Not ideal news at all. And as for Blue Box, they deleted all their teasing tweets and gone quiet. Snitches usually get stitches, but reluctantly, those on the inside are listened to. Abandoned isn't Kojima. But it starts with an S and ends in an L. The PlayStation faithful all slammed down their tinfoil hats and consoled one another and prayed to Kojima to send them a sign. They faithfully whipped themselves with 9 tails till they bled, and Kojima appeared from the heavens above and showed his faithfulness by offering them Death Stranding 2. What? Yeah, a sequel to that walking sim Death Stranding. A few weeks later, the Xbox Conference 2022.
Special partnership between Xbox Game Studios and one of the greatest creative minds and innovators in our
Kojima.
industry.
Is it?
Someone that I have admired.
You're
for
fucking kidding me.
Today, I'm pleased to share we will be working together to create a brand new experience like we've never seen before.
This Kojima? Yes. Yes.
No!
This man has no allegiance.
You son of a bitch!
全く新しいものです。それが作れるんだというのをずっと待っておりました。マイクロソフトの最先端クラウドテクノロジーと、市場の変化によってその未知なる構想。
So Kojima really was working with Xbox. Xbox fans cheered in celebration, and Jeff Grubb cried a little tear, for he had been vindicated. How did the PlayStation fans take it? About as well as expected, their fragile minds completely broken.
I fear what will happen to Blue Box Studios and Sony if this isn't Silent Hill made by Kojima.
And maybe Mr. Kojima was even somehow involved in this, or many people said at the time, I think, that they thought maybe this Blue Box game studio was similar to Moby Dick Studio, was sort of this fake studio that Hideo had created, with a fake developer, much like Moby Dick with Joaquin Mogren, to suggest that, maybe this was a secret and an elaborate ruse that was a game that Hideo was playing with the fans. And, the rumors just kept going, and time and time again, I think the developer wasn't even really being honest with people about what was going on with the game. And Hassan, who was the creator of this game, supposedly, has never really made any public appearances. I got to speak to him actually a few times on the phone, and his initials, even HK, people thought that matched Mr. Kojima's name. So there was some speculation that his true identity was Hideo Kojima. And then he released a video message saying that his existence was real and he wasn't fake, he wasn't tied to Kojima Productions. And I think even at one point on his website, he had to say that, it wasn't related to Kojima Productions, and he had to say that on his actual website because there were so many rumors about it. My first impression was I didn't really know what was real. And sometimes, even though we're good friends, sometimes there maybe even I was like, oh, is Hideo really doing something secretly? And didn't even tell me about it. And this could be, really big mystery. And it was, amazing that his initials were the same as Hideo Kojima, and it was the studio no one had heard of. Yet they put out a teaser on the PlayStation channel on YouTube, and they had this playable demo on PS5. So I'm like, oh, it seems like a lot for a new studio to be able to create all this content with, no one had heard of them before. But as I looked into it, and the first time I talked to Hassan, it was really clear that it was odd. Like, I didn't quite understand what was happening, and I could never get any information on the game. And he kept saying, I want to show a trailer at your event. and showcase the game. And I kept saying, well, can I see the game? Can you show me anything? And he could never show me anything on the game. And I'm not even sure that there is a game there. So there was a lot of rumors and speculation around it. And I'm sure you must have heard about this, Hideo, at some point, right? When did you first hear about this supposed abandoned game?
いや、これね、最初わからなかったさ、
Well, this one I really didn't understand at first. Users just kept sending me pictures of this Hassan. They still send me collages and deep fake images, like 20 a day. It's really quite a nuisance.
迷惑というか
This has been going on for almost 2 years now. And well, Jeff, you remember when we did that Moby Dick thing? You were in on the whole thing, and that was pretty fun. But people should know that I wouldn't do the same thing twice. I've never spoken with Hassan. The game is yet to be released, right? I don't think there's much he could do or say at this point, but if he releases the game, then people might understand. So, maybe he should just hurry up and release it.
出したらいいじゃん。その
It'll die down after that. Plus, I'm not involved with it in any way. I don't know who started this rumor, but this is the better type out of the two I mentioned earlier. I think this is fake news based off of users' wishes and hopes. So, Mr. Hassan, I'm sure things weren't easy, and as a creator, I think it's okay to dismiss it completely. But now that there's been a buzz and things have gone viral, you should take advantage of it. If you create something good and share it with everyone, they will learn the truth. I think maybe that's what you should do. Fake news is a bad thing, but now that we've both gained attention from all of this, let's boost morale and create something good. Once they have made something, the users who play it will understand it's not Silent Hill, and I'm not involved, but they will still grow to love their game. I think there's a way to turn fake news around positively. I say this, but I've never met the guy.
But it creates, I think also a lot of pressure because he started getting, the death threats and things like that of saying, tell us what it really is and create a lot of pressure because I think they didn't really have a game. So there was all this buzz, as you said, that you could ride the wave. But I think then they had so much pressure because the expectation was so high from the fans that, they've said it's been over a year now. And I think they've sort of disappeared. And I think fans stopped trusting them because they didn't prove anything and they didn't show anything. So yeah, I think it's a great story about, I think, people creating so much hype that an independent developer, may have been not fully truthful with everyone about it, but then now created so much attention around them that it's very hard for them to ever deliver against expectation.
And even though, just a few short weeks earlier, they knew Kojima was making Death Stranding 2, they still felt compelled to ask, without a hint of irony, if he was abandoning PlayStation.